Well, hello there, y'all, and we are back for our third video in our 90-Day Fiance Season 11, Episode 17, and Too Late for Love. So, we're going to be talking about Mina and Mark. Are y'all ready to get into it? Let's do it. A sweet old auntie. Thank you, subscribers and my nieces and nephews and all of y'all who have been here through the long haul. Shall we get into it? Oh, yes, we shall. It's time for Auntie Televised. Sweet old. It's time for Auntie Televised. Oh, yeah. It's time for Auntie Televised. Y'all, let's get into this. This right here wasn't what I had on my bingo card. I ain't had this on my bingo card. Last week, when I covered this, I truly believed that there was going to be some kind of bull in the game. I thought that they were going to edit this where the little boy would show up. And I don't know if it's still going to happen, but this episode was a bit much. Now, as we all know, Mina and Mark are about to get married, and they were at the reception site, kind of looking over the stuff, right? And so it was at that time that she discovered that her son is not going to be coming. And she runs out and makes a decision that she's not going to get married if her son Clayton can't come. And so, they get over that. The next thing we know, we see her, down at the ranch, and they're doing, like decorations. Look like they're going to have some kind of barbecue or something like that, right? And so, Mark advises her, you need to call Clayton. And you need to no, first of all, he talks to her. He tells her that, they have put a lot of investment in their relationship. She's here in the United States. They're up against their 90-day fiance deadline. 90-day deadline. The little girl is there, and they're still working on getting her little son here. And he's like, we still should get married. He'll be able to have the advantages of life. Of course, we all know that allegedly the two of them signed a prenup agreement and all that, right? And so she agrees. So, of course, now is a due day. This is the day that she needs to call. Now, Clayton has his stuff packed up. He thinks he's coming to the United States of America, to USA. I don't know, and I can't imagine, because I have been here all my life. I've never lived in another country. But I can't imagine having the excitement of moving to another country and the rug just gets snatched up from underneath the bottom of me, which is what's happening in this case. I don't know. I haven't been on Reddit or anything like that. Y'all, what in the hell has happened with this passport, and why is it taking so long? Does this have anything to do with the father? Like, I'm so damn confused as to why. If Mina knew that her and her daughter was going to be going to live with the father in America, why wouldn't she do the paperwork earlier? Like, something ain't clicking with this. Like, something is off. I don't know what it is, y'all. Y'all let me know downtown in the comment section, because something ain't right. So anyway, she decides to go into a room and call Clayton. Clayton has this expectation, like I said, y'all, that he's getting ready to go and be with his mother and he's going to go to the wedding. And so we see her contemplating and knowing that she has to have this conversation with her son. Now, this is the best I've seen her wig in a long time. But one of the things that I noticed and why I use this picture is because she has on two rings, not one. She has the wedding ring on and the band. And that kind of confused me because I was like, you only get the band, and then when you get you get the engagement ring, and then you get the band after you get married. Y'all, she's got both of them on. So I don't know if this is a reenactment. I don't know what is going on. And while I had a little emotion, I was peeping game. And I was like, Mina looks like she's already married to Mark. Is this just a ceremony for the television for us? She's got a ring on. I think that her and Mark were already married. And maybe this is where some of this confusion is coming in with this little boy passport because something isn't right. So she gets on the phone. She's asking him, how he doing today? How was his day? He said, I'm chilling. I'm chilling, I'm doing what I do. Then she goes into okay, so she's chilling, right? Then she goes into, I'm not happy about making this phone call. And he like, what's wrong, Mom? She said, you're not gonna be able to come to the wedding because we still ain't got your. He was like, no, no. That made me sad. That made me real sad. And it almost brought a tear to my eye. But y'all know me. Something isn't right. This appears to be a self inflicted wound from Mina. Something happened where a ball has gotten dropped. Why? It doesn't take, it's not that hard to get a passport for a child. Been there, done that. Now, there could be other circumstances and situations, right? Maybe the father is deceased, okay? Because there are several reasons why it will become hard to get a passport for a child, because if the father is deceased, then you have to get the death records and all of that kind of stuff, right? um there is, if he's not deceased, then there's some type of custody or something going on. Something is going on that Mina and Mark did not fix. As you all know, my daughter's a father is deceased. And so one of the things that I knew I had to do, especially given the fact that my daughter traveled a lot, is I knew I had to get the death certificate. I could not rely on the parents. I couldn't rely, on his parents. I could not rely on his siblings. This was something I knew I need to work out with the funeral home to make sure that I got the death certificate so that my daughter would be able to continue to travel internationally. She has dropped the bomb as a mom. I see her now on social media and she is so happy, with the little girl. And then I start thinking about the daughter. And it started making me think, did Mina really trap him? Y'all know I have been rah-rah for Mina. And that's not to say that I ain't. That's just to say I got the side eye. To see that little boy be that disappointed and crying like that. And he said, Mom, all I want to do is come to USA with you and Daddy and my sister. That is heartbreaking on so many levels. Something going on. There is a ball that has been dropped, and the only one who can pick it up and run with it is me. Mina is the only one who can fix whatever the situation is. Mark, you can tell his hands is tied and he knows what this loophole is. But again, she looks like she's married. Let me show that picture again. She has both bands on. Oh, okay. Wait a minute. Hold on. Thank you so much, Nathan. Hey, boo, for the $5 super chat. Auntie, I cried myself seeing that. I literally was bawling. I love kids in heartfelt moments with their moms, and that tore me up. Thank you so much, Nathan. Do y'all see this wedding band? Mina is married. In this scene, Mina is going through the formalities. Mina is married to an American. Why can't the son come? Why didn't she fix this before she left? As a mother, there's certain things that you just know you got to do. Especially when you up and uproot yourself to another country without your baby. I don't question Mina's love for her baby, but I do question Mina's motives, period, now. And I never did at first until I saw that she was already married. That's why Mark was like, of course, I'm going to adopt him. Of course. What's going on with Mina's baby daddy? Because Clay, the little boy is not a little kid. Y'all, something's going to fuck on. It has absolutely given me the side eye. Oh, my side eye is absolutely on this. Because I know the hurdles that I will jump through. Honey, an obstacle course ain't got nothing on the love of a mother. And when we love our babies, we love our babies. And I can't see me leaving my baby. Something's wrong. And it is disgusting that we're all sitting back and we are crying along with her. And while I'm crying, I got the side eye. And I'm hoping that eventually she will come out and say, what took Clayton so long to get here? Because ain't nobody. What was that movie? Not Without My Child? Not Without My Child. But this baby is what they call it, the anchor baby. This is the little girl is my baby. So now that makes me look at the daughter and say, no wonder the daughter is saying she giving these children our insurance policy. I'm not saying it is. I'm saying now I'm starting to understand why the daughter was acting the way that she was. I'm hoping that we still get a spin on it, and I'm hoping his little ass shows up at the wedding. Because to hear him screaming like that was sad. Y'all, that was sad. Anyway, y'all let me know downtown in the comments section. Let's continue to have the conversation there because something ain't right. And y'all let me know what y'all think about it. Thank you so much, Nathan, for the super chat. I truly do appreciate it. You didn't have to do it, but you did. Thank you. Again, y'all let me know in the chat. What do y'all think? Is this just a conspiracy theory on Auntie's side? Or y'all got the side eye on her too? I love y'all. Bye.